Alright, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. We are playing Honor mode, hardest difficulty, only one save game, and we doubled the number of enemies and reduced the XP by 75% to make it really challenging. I am very happy. I will use the day to reflect a little bit about how everything went so far, and yeah, we were quite successful. The idea with the summonings to get us through the early level really helped us to get through some of the difficult fights. And our next challenge is we want to get to level 4. And really, we're trying to get every single bit of XP that we could get. So let's start with, first and foremost, getting all of the quests traded in. And we're starting with the one where we freed the elf. I started here. Sahela is kind of the blind elf companion of the guy that we saved. She's going to reward us very handsomely. And since we're currently not having a really good two-handed weapon, we have an awesome crossbow, but not a good two-handed weapon. We are going to take that. So, magical polearm, wonderful. Let's give it to our two-hand warrior, and we're going to equip it in a second. So, that was quest number 1. Quest number 2 that I wanted to do is the teleporter. We killed the crocodiles and we can just get some extra XP. We're currently kind of 1/3 into the level, and we might as well try to get as far as we can. The reason why I'm so intensively looking to upgrade our experiences, I believe the next fights are going to be a little bit tough, even with our equipment and the nice skills and how everything works out. We do have the arena in front of us, which, for those of you who do not know it, there's like this underground arena under the city, and normally you're fighting 5 opponents, but I assume if we're doubling all of that, it might as well turn out to be really, really bad. So what we're going to do is, I would want to try to get as many extra dialogues and quests in as possible. Need to turn down Skype. 1 second. Good. Hopefully it will shut up now. Let's do a couple of dialogues. We haven't really talked to them all too much. And let's see if we can, if we find some valuable items that we can use for crafting. Like the empty bottles are not bad. Short sticks and sharp rocks are wonderful. Since it had been 2 hours since we played the last time, the vendors have restocked. So a vendor restocks every 2 hours in-game, or when you're leveling up. For us, sharp rocks, short sticks, that's exactly what we would want to get. And ropes are always good as well, and I'll show you in a second what we make out of that. I think we do have a needle already. Perfect. So that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, the rest is really fine for now. We don't need that, but we can sell a couple of the pictures that we have stolen. So let's balance everything off. Oh, there we go. Plate. And the wooden figures. Perfect. So we even get some money out of it. We're at 1,400. If you would have a really, really good ring or something, I would probably want to buy it. Good at the moment would mean any of our real dedicated main skills. So warfare for the two-hand warrior, or hydro, or even air magic. But necromancy is really nothing that we are currently skilling. So we're going to do really a little bit of a dialogue here with most of them. The reason, yeah, this is one of our companions. Thank you, but no thank you. We don't want you. with us at the moment. The reason why I want to do that is still getting a couple more items out of all of that. Plus, this guy here will even be able to give us the teleport quest. So, tell that I have the teleporter. Wonderful, 600 XP for free. We have one more quest where actually we would lose the ring that we have just received from the guy that we killed at the beach. And I am not sure if I like it, but as always...
At her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Don't touch me, do you?
Her hands.
Yeah, as always, I mean, we can just kill the NPC after she took the ring away from us, so might as well do that, get some extra XP. I'm trying to reach level 4 even before we go in, so let's attack her. Once we do the arena, by the way, we are going to lose one of these soul colors, and all of the Magisters anyways are going to be hostile. So our problem at the moment is the Magisters are level 4, so that's one level higher than we are. I do not want to get any ads from her, so we are going to fight her up here. And secondly, when we fight all of them downstairs, this is going to be like 4 level 4 characters, which is going to be really difficult. But I think 4 level 4 characters is less difficult than 10 level 3 characters in the arena. So we got to pick the lower of the burdens here. So yeah, I think we are going to start just in case. I'm not sure if there is going to be a reinforcement for her. I've never killed her first, so yeah, might as well prepare just in case we got some reinforcements coming. So as always, before fights start, we want to make sure that our positioning is key. I was reading yesterday evening after I finished the session, I was reading through a couple of the forum posts about people complaining that even on normal difficulties this game is just way too hard. And I can see where that is coming from, because the game does not the best job in explaining what makes the difference between good and bad. But matter of fact, I mean,
None of your business.
matter of fact, what you would want to do, or what is really making the difference, is how you position yourself at the beginning of the combat. That is probably the most important trait or feat that you need to master.
You have seen him? Tell me.
So we met him at the beach,
You're very sure it was him?
and matter of fact, we're not going to kill her right away.
How?
Here, hand her the ring as proof. That's 300.
It was my father. Beast?
No. Don't even dare to run away. What the heck? She has the ring. One ring to rule them all. And she is... Oh, wow. This is gonna be a pain. Should have known that we're in for a chase. Oh, I see. You want the remote fight. You can have that remote fight. Never mind. Might as well be an advantage for us. Oh, there you go. Yeah, mon, bitch. And wait a second until I got my reinforcements here. And we're going to have a little talk. Already pickpocketed. No, we're not going to go to prison. Definitely not. The opposite is true. We're going to send her to the everlasting prison of hell. So let's move everyone up. First things first. So got a nice little segregation here. And there we go. Straight up fighting. I must give her that. She has a solid defense. I mean, look at the values. She's like really beefy. 100 and oh wow, 120 magical armor. Well, that indeed is beefy. Good. We are fired up, so might as well go for it. I don't think that we need special arrows. I would want to save them for a little bit later. But with our water arrows and the enchanted bow, everything works out well. This time, since we have the new two-handed weapon, I'd like to test it also a little bit more against one enemy. I don't see that she's doing overwhelming amounts of damage, and look at that, beautiful. Beautiful. I just forgot to poison it, but other than that, wonderful. We are almost through her physical armor. That is just very, very good. Good, here we go. A couple of physical totems. And yeah, she's going to regret attacking us. Oh, nice. 30 points of damage from an attack of opportunity. Well, you can see that the Magisters certainly are a little bit more beefy. If we're going to fight them in the city... Oh, wait a second, I shouldn't have taunted. If we're going to fight them in the city, we will need to position really well. Her shield up alone was almost enough to negate, like, at least the damage of our archer, Civil. And when they do have higher stats, their abilities also, well, their abilities logically are also higher. Plus, usually their gear is pretty good, at least the defensive one. Like, she has a shield, which gives a solid amount of armor back. So now she's completely blank. No more physical armor, no more magical armor. And I think we're going to kill her right away. Yeah. 200 extra experience, which is nice. And we'll get our ring back. Plus a fire essence. That is 300 bonus experience because we traded in the ring and afterwards betrayed her. Don't feel bad at the moment. We are not the bad guys. This game is kind of based on the idea that the cause justifies the means. So we're going to be pretty relentless when it comes to being a murderous gang of people with questionable attitudes. But at the end we're still doing what's necessary. Like, the justification within the game even is in some of the dialogues later. Your mentor, I'm not going to spoil too much, but your mentor is going to tell you that you need to do what it takes. So I guess we did what it takes. Let's double check the rest of the merchants. Like I said originally, we're at halfway with the experience. Nothing that we really need here. I'm currently looking for a couple of crafting materials, things that we're usually not getting. She also has not really the most interesting year. Like, this year would be nice. Not bad, but certainly nothing to motivate me in order to buy something from her. Good, here we go. He also has nothing. Maybe the bottle of water, but yeah, whatever. Let's just buy it. Good, he doesn't want to trade with me. Then fuck off. Can understand it. I stole from him, so... I stole from everyone here, and that might be the reason why they are a little bit grumpy. It's not my fault. The game forces me to take such actions.
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you...
What? Advice? Goods.
Good. He also does not have anything relevant. We have been at all of the merchants that we could visit at the moment. And I'm thinking about, like, the next fights could be either the arena, that would be 10 guys, or we're going to start here in the 4 to clean out all of the Magisters. And I guess we're going to go with the Magisters. To be quite honest, I still think that 4 of them are more easy to handle as compared to the arena. Also because in the arena we cannot pre-summon. We cannot pre-summon, which is a huge bummer, because we will not get all of the free minions that can follow us. Okay. I was hoping that the high ground here might give us an advantage. It doesn't. I'm thinking about a good position to ambush them. Normally, this is a fight where it's really a no-brainer. Like, you don't even need to think about that. We could be here, but that would reduce the field of vision quite substantially. But I mean, why not? I mean, let's just move up here. With her somewhat protected around here. Just need the position where I could reach Seville if she's really like standing up there. Probably I'm forced to anyways go here as well. Might as well use that as a choke point then, so we're going to start this. The other problem is some of these guys here are going to help us, and I also do not want to let them die. So that would be really a bummer. We do have one teleportation, which means we can teleport one of the guys like out here and focus on the rangers at the beginning. Let's see. Well, that's a decent, not overwhelmingly nice line of sight. Is she even getting... No, she's not even getting the bonus for high ground. I mean, the whole exercise was meant to give her the bonus for high ground. So if she does not get that, there's really no point. I would position up here, but I think that is not possible. Let's shortly double check. No. No, you can't. So, it's not gonna be any high ground. I am unhappy about that. So might as well position ourselves near the blood field here, so she can prepare her arrows. And create a little bit of water. So we're going to go in with and focus on the archers mainly. I would want to start with the left archer because that means we can like block them here a little bit. I am thinking about maybe changing it up just a little bit, because here's the thing, like let's maybe do the following. We're not going to go for physical armor, but instead we're trying to not hit the guards, yet create a layer where they cannot really go through. I can teleport her in, and we're going to focus both of the archers and try to ignore the other two for now. Good. If we do not block the whole way, the guy will need to walk around here, which is exactly what we would want to. Because enemies usually do take the only route which has no hazardous material, and oil is, I think, considered hazardous. So he's probably going to go somewhere else. Likewise, this guy would go around here. Hopefully. Good. Good. We're not going to build up too many totems, because they are going to disappear anyways. There we go. We're definitely not going to prison, guys. It's on! We are fighting against all of them. So, first things first. I don't know if these guys have a charge. I've forgotten about that. But I am very sure that these guys here are having a lot of damage. Okay, so he does not have a charge, and he's perfectly been being blocked away there. Let's move him in, which means this guy will go around. We're just healing the other incarnate for now, so it's not going to be a one-hit. Okay. Good. Oh, clever. He's trying to hide behind there. Well, that's not going to help him, really. He has blinded us, though, which means accuracy. We do have a solid chance of not hitting. Let's still give it a try. Wonderful. And we're not only going to hit, we're going to polymorph, so that this guy here is not dealing any damage. Instead, he's taking even more, so he's going to be out of the combat for at least 2 rounds. Oh yeah, she didn't have enough slots to memorize. I was wondering why she wouldn't have a proper attack skill, but the answer is because we made her a pure support character for now. Good, let's see. Can we reach the chicken? Yes, we can. Wonderful. So it will maintain its chicken form just a little bit longer, which is fine. In the meantime, we are going to do whatever it takes in order to kill it as fast as possible. Yeah, wonderful. Well, you know, it still has magical armor, so I'm not going to bother. Instead, how about we prepare one of these guys here? Probably mainly him. Good. The incarnates heal each other, which is quite funny if you think about it. Probably this guy is going to die now. Yeah, he's going to take a second hit. There we go. Oh, and the other one timed out. Unfortunate. Oh, that's exactly why I do not like them. So we got the chicken down there. Let's finish it. And yeah, let's definitely finish it. We can deal with the rest later. So the chicken is almost done. We clearly need new incarnates. And we clearly need a couple more totems. This guy here hopefully blocks his way. Good, very good. We're slowly but surely chipping away the armor. So the totem worked wonderful. He completely blocked that guy. And we are going to finish the first archer. Solid 200 XP right there. And in order to not waste time, I would continue to harass this guy here as well. We got Executioner, so that might be worth, since he's very low on magical armor. Yeah, there we go. That was good. That was actually pretty good. Let's see, we can target this archer. And I would want to put him right there, next to our melee character. And so that he doesn't run away, we're going to add a little bit difficult terrain. The archer still, at the moment, doesn't have the option to reposition, so that's just working wonderful for us. In the meantime, this incarnate is just keeping the guy busy. He now needs to use shield up, so these guys here are tanks. I don't really mind them all too much. This here could be interesting. Let's see. We can heal ourselves. We do have enough hit points if we would be fully healed that we're not going to die. So might as well play it safe, which means let's get another buddy out here. Let's heal ourselves. And let's deal some damage. Oh, nice. We got an oil incarnate, one that slows the others down. Oh, and wonderful. 2 2 extra attacks of opportunity. That was good. Good. We need to move a little bit faster to our melee character and just heal him. There we go. That worked out well. And might as well use the last couple of meters to keep on moving. That position is much better than down here. Combat field kind of shifted and we're in an open skirmish now. So this guy still has plenty armor left. He's significantly poisoned though. So we do not have an option to get out of melee combat without provoking attacks of opportunity, so we're not even going to try that. It's also not dealing that much damage. Instead we're going to continue to harass him and stack the poison. And in order to do that, let's summon a poison incarnate. Very good. Hello there. Oh, so good. He's poisoned and he will continue to lose a lot of hit points. So our other incarnate is just tanking here. Magister Hansa is having a bad day because he almost lost his armor completely again. And yep, finally he gets rid of the incarnate. We're going to taunt the archer so that it would run away and at least waste the first shot. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. That worked out well. The poison incarnate is continuing to hit, and wow, look at that. He took 10 poisoning damage from all of the poison that's stacking onto him. Nice. Good. We can't move. We can't teleport ourselves to this guy. Honestly, that ranger starts to get on my nerves a little bit. But yeah, he's taking some serious damage now. Let's put a totem right next to him to make his retreat path even a little bit more difficult. We do not have any real hard crowd control. Instead, our crowd control is probably some shape or form of mass totems, so he's not going to run away. Gosh. This guy here has no magical armor, so might as well just kill him. Two down, 2 to go. Oh no, really? Dude, Ethan, don't attack us. Wow. Really?
Prepare yourself.
That is so unnecessary. I need him for the next next act, so can't just kill him here. How are we going to handle that? I've never had him attack us. Must have been through the AoE damage here. Well, I guess. Well, I guess it sucks, but it seems as if Iban is in a bad spot here. I'm sorry, dude. But I also can't let another guy attack us throughout the whole time. That's not going to fly. Good. Here we go. No way. I was about to say the archer is going to die, but apparently it isn't. Well, maybe it is because he decides to take an attack of opportunity for no apparent reason. Good. That's one last enemy to go. And the guy is not having the necessary damage output in order to really threaten us. Also, physical armor is already gone. So the only thing he's going to do is to hit us once in a while. And with the new two-handed weapon, we have a second significant damage dealer. So I'm not afraid that that the other fights are going to be all too bad. This Ephon thing, however, I do not like it at all. First and foremost, he should have been on our side instead of helping the enemies, or not doing anything at all. And secondly, why was he attacking us? I think due to the elemental damage on the floor. Well, let's collect the goodies. I have no idea. I hope we haven't lost a companion permanently. That would suck. Yet a nice bow. I mean, the loot was okay, and I think he even has given us some experience. But it's so unnecessary. Like, why would... We have no reason to attack him. And he just stands there, takes some fire damage, and goes... becomes completely defensive. And immediately wants to kill us. Not even a chance to bail out. Well, whatever. I would have used him for one trick in the second act. Let's hope we can still do that. I know that once we're on the ship, I think everyone else... I think that everyone else will follow us. Not even sure if we can kill someone permanently. Anyway, so there is another guard running around who's also solo and not in a pair.
Bishop Alexander and the Hammer were just there.
Like a ranger who's patrolling the camp.
What in his death cost?
So when we see him, we're going to pay him a visit. We're at 50%. I'm not even sure if we're going to make level 4. Depressing. A little bit cheap way to get the nails, but they are really good. So in my defense, I wanted to have them since quite some time. Once we find the ranger, let's kill him. After we kill the ranger, I think we're going to go for more Magisters. The main keep is still available. I would want to fight them until we are level 4. I don't want to go into the arena prior to it. I have a suspicion that tells me when we're going into such predetermined fights like the arena one, where we cannot prepare right away, it's going to be very, very difficult. Good. So next up would be these guys here. Normally it's a bunch of 4. But I do have the suspicion that we're going to see 8. So 8 level 4 characters. Nothing to snooze at. We need a proper plan. This is kind of the standard tactic how I am fighting them on tactician. Let's see if that works as well. If we do it with twice the amount of monsters. So we're going to set up here. We're effectively making it difficult, so there will be a little bit of oil here. We're going to use a couple of summonings down here. And I think for the starter, we're also going to have our melee character down there. Just for the crowd control and a couple of other things. We can always move him like back up with a teleport spell. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. So for now, let's stick with that. Good. So let's pre-summon the incarnates. Also, this here is a very nice spot where they usually want to run through. Maybe I summoned them a little bit early. So I need one more fossil strike here. Good. So this should seal off all of these areas quite well and slow them down. Now the only thing we are indeed needing is a little preparation here. And there we go. What the fuck? Mona, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, whatever. Good, so everyone is finally in the combat, and of course, our incarnates are already despawned. Too bad. Okay, so here we go. The docks are not to be trifled with. I underestimated them at the beginning, but they are actually quite strong. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and I think an eighth one is here. Yeah, there we go. 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 2 bowmen, 3, 4 bowmen. The bowmen are the worst, because they can indeed damage us from range. Good, so much for our plan with the incarnates. And let's summon a couple more. Good. Physical armor is slowly but surely gonna be reduced. We certainly should summon the incarnates on cooldown. And yeah, might as well put a couple of totems up. I'm hoping that they're going to hit the archers, because I'm really not that afraid about the dogs. I mean, they're going to run there, and yeah, they're not going to do anything else other than just running there. Or destroying a totem, which doesn't matter. So, this here would do poison damage in a larger area. Let's see if we can move close enough in order to hit like 3 of them. That wouldn't be too bad. Nice. It, however, is not optimal. Should have moved her back. Okay, we need to use the teleport because elsewise she is going to be done. Better be safer than sorry. I wanted to go back afterwards. I fucked up with the action points. Should have used blood sacrifice up front. That was a mistake from my side. We had a really good position there. I just wanted to do some hit and run. And I think overall it was still okay. Like, look at that. We dealt substantial amounts of damage to all of them. And they are being poisoned, which lasts quite a bit of time. If we would have let them stand there, they would have simply taken way too much damage. Like, they're hitting for 50 overall, and that's no joke. I'm a little bit afraid of what's going to happen next, because these guys are going to approach us, and it's gonna be some sort of a shootout. They are going to shoot some arrows to us, and even... yeah, maybe we need to retreat a little bit. Oh, really? Wow, she's also joining the fray. Well, nice one. Thank you, Mona. Much appreciated. That's exactly what we needed now. Oh, really? That's great. It's just getting better. Good. Let's heal up. I am missing the AoE frost spells a little bit. Might have been a good idea to use them. But we're trying to compensate with grenades and some knockdown arrows. So, is anyone already out of armor? No. So instead, let's deal the maximum amount of damage possible for us. We need to focus definitely on these guys here, the Magisters. But look at that, they are so clever. Path is interrupted. Yeah. He's barely, ever so barely standing behind behind that pillar. Which means, yeah, either we're burning them, which means they are on fire and poisoned. Probably a good idea, then their magical armor is completely down, or everyone takes a normal hit, which isn't bad either. So let's go for the normal hit for now. Good. We're going to slow them down further. Just want to make sure they are running like around here. So that was some good damage. That was somewhat good damage. Everyone is now low on health, low on magical armor. But we're going to take some beating now. Like it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys here are not a problem, but the two archers are. And Mona somewhat. Hopefully Saiken is going to survive. He cannot generate any more action points, and with one action point there's nothing that he can really do. No. Nada. Good. So they are running around, wasting time, which is fine. These guys here I do not mind at all. Like the melee brutes are not that dangerous. The archers, however, are. And there we go. First one made it up to our camp. From now on is gonna be difficult, really difficult. So this guy here is gonna follow us all the way up there. And she probably is following us as well. We cannot charge up there, logically. If we move up, we get we take an attack of opportunity. If we stay down here, it won't be nice either. We could like start to go all in, but that would mean we take 1, 2, 3, potentially 4, 5. That is definitely not good. Moving back, also not optimal. So this guy is going to hit for 30, for 25-ish. Taking a scroll would be a single action. That's an option. Drinking the 30 armor potion is probably the best thing, just to negate the one strike from this hound. And moving up is another action, so we have then 2 points left over, which means, yeah, that one here is unfortunately close range. We could use it on Mona. I haven't seen her hit very hard so far. She's like more an annoyance. This guy could not be a polymorph, or we heal Seville, which is probably the better choice. Okay, so let's get our act together. Drink. Yes, thank you. Move up. Take the attack of opportunity. Yes. Thank you as well. So we're going to place a totem right there. Let's see, can we place it in between us? Come on. Good enough, I suppose. And heal Seville. Have we now blocked the entrance? Well, that wouldn't be the worst, would it? Good. Let's see if we can somehow motivate these guys here to attack the totems instead. That would be awesome. Our healer has her cooldown, has everything on cooldown, and she hasn't taken damage herself. So might as well use the wand in order for some extra damage. Good. Seville is at the moment definitely our main damage dealer. Like, she could try to execute this, execute her. How should she do that? I'm not sure if she's going... She's dealing 30-ish plus 30%, that's about 40-ish. She's burning and poisoned. Well, she would need a crit. I do not have any additional options. Like, I could definitely knock her down, so she's disabled. I could do that with her as well. It's kind of crowd controlling almost. Yeah, let's do that. Just... let's try to make sure that we're taking as less amount of damage as possible. So, she's knocked down, she's going to lose her next turn. Going to use both of the arrows. She's knocked down, is going to lose her next turn. Just need to make sure that the damned archers are not going to deal too much damage. Okay. So, is it time for another Molotov? I don't know. 8 to 9 damage, 2 meters radius. Like, it would definitely hurt these guys here. Is he having something else? No. He has the Firestorm Grenade, and that's what he knows. Because he's a Firestorm Grenade guy. Well, it's 24 damage, and they continue to ignite, so might as well be worthwhile. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Plus, we can... You know what? Let's start killing her. He's still at that 1 point. Dude, you need to get an ability for 1 point. Well, he can drink a potion for 1. Alright. Next archer is gonna run in. Now they are really close. And they are so close that they can use their grenades, and our defense is broken. Fuck you. The one guy doesn't matter at the moment because we can teleport him off, I think. Teleport him, well, no. Still on cooldown. Takes 1 more turn. Mona definitely doesn't matter at the moment. So instead of healing, let's continue to harass her, because the burning will make it almost impossible for her to act. She's going to take poison damage and burning damage. She should die, theoretically. Good, let's block the entrance again. Solid. You know what, Mona? You're starting to annoy me with all that crap that you're doing. There you go. Fuck you. Good. Let's put a couple of totems down here to block them further. Couldn't care less about Mona. And I couldn't care less about that guy as well. Let's just make sure that I'm not sure if he takes only 3 points of damage or a little bit more. I do not want to risk him to get yet another turn, so might as well just kill him. There you go. The next guy takes burning and oh, wonderful. Well, that was bad. Let's make sure we're staying on top of our game. Healing on cooldown. No summoning. She has healing on cooldown, no summoning. Healing on cooldown, no summoning. No, she needs to drink a potion. I want to make sure that she's really topped up. Okay, we have no more knockdown arrows, guys. That is looking bad. So, I mean, that would deal enough damage, plus take out an action point from him, so he couldn't shoot twice. He only could shoot once next turn, which is mitigating the damage just a little bit. Yeah, do I have someone whom I can finish, like, right away? Mona is still too many hit points. The Arrow Man here also has too many hit points. We are in trouble, that's for sure. No, we need to kill Magister Elise here. She's shocked, took some damage, which is just about right. Oh wow, Syken is close to death. Okay, so ideas, guys. We cannot petrify him because he still has enough magical armor. We can teleport him off, so this guy, let's ignore him for one more round, and next round we're going to teleport him off. We can focus on Magister Elise. If we fully focus her, she might die. Let's see which element we get. Maybe we're lucky. No, we aren't. With that, she's not going to die. We're not dealing 32 points of damage. So instead of continuing to deal damage, let's just get a totem up. He still has one left. We need to somehow get her a little bit out of the way. Like, they are way too clustered. They also always take the ricochet shots. Yeah, and the totem doesn't even help us. Wrong guy. Don't you dare. Okay, he fortified himself. I do not mind about it. I do not mind that. Good, so that was our death resist. That, however, was a solid punch. And now we're in even bigger trouble. Need to get him up as soon as possible. Good. Let's position ourselves here and try to block the entrance as good as possible. I am forced to chuck some more potions because we're not going to get receive healing.
I'm ready.
So, but we're going to kill the Magister.
Maker.
Execution is up, so got yet another shot. And I know that there was another archer. Where is... there was an injured archer right there. Oh, he moved up to here. 60 points. 60 health. That's going to be a little bit too much. But you know what?
Glory is mine.
I like the idea with the shock arrows. First things first. Let's deal with this guy. He's going to leave us. Well, good enough, I would say. We need to heal Syken. Fortunately, everyone else has a turn before Syken. So, don't have an option to heal him, really. Can't give him a healing potion. Mona is acting prior to Syken, so let's block the way just in case she decides to go rampage for him. Well, fuck you. That was the one death resist that we had. And unfortunately, the other arrow, the other archer could shoot, although
Healing.
don't you dare! Wow, second death. Oh, that is a costly fight this time. I mean, I don't know. The archer up here. It depends. We get our healing cooldowns back, I think. And it's Sibyl's turn next. So let's chuck an healing elixir for Syken, just to make sure he's like topped up. Sibyl is almost out of action points. I'm getting incredibly annoyed by Mona. I think she finished off 2 characters. Very, very annoying. I think I can't kill her right away. Well, maybe I can. I was about to say it would be cool if I could kill her right away. Like, moving up there is 2, that's 1 action point, and I could shoot and kill this guy from there. Which would mean only the 1 archer is left over. I think we're going to do that. Of course, target is just about out of sight. If we move 1 action point, for instance, to here. Good, let's see how far that would carry us. Matter of fact, pretty far. Let's get another action point. I can't polymorph him yet. No, so close. You know what? Let's summon an incarnate who taunts him, which he certainly can do because he can take away the rest of his armor and taunt him. That's as good as disabling him, because it'll take him 2 shots to kill the incarnate. Well, that fight here is going to be a good YouTube fight, that's for sure. Oh, fuck you, really? We hit the totem? Are you serious? Well, good. She could still summon totems, which she is going to do. For instance, one right next to that archer, which is going to kill her. Good. That guy here needs to die. Seriously. Wonderful. Couple of shots in the back. So good. There we go, he's slowed. And let's put a totem up here. Which of course attacks the dog downstairs instead of the guy right next to it. Finally, our healer takes the first attack. She was like on full armor the whole time. Almost ridiculous. No, we're not going to summon that. Instead, we're going to slowly but surely chip away this guy here. Good, so she's going to shield up. And this incarnate is gonna take the heat for the next round. Oh, nice. He takes yet another attack of opportunity. This guy here is standing out of line of sight throughout the whole time. Mildly annoying. Oh, by the way, we could kill him, right? No, we can't. Yep. The archers definitely know how to position. Can we please kill that archer down there? Thank you. She still has comeback hits, so if she would take damage, she would survive it. Alright, almost there. The last archer is about to go down. There we go. He's dead. Rose is going to heal herself. And chuck that sweet, sweet potion. Also buffing everyone, and the second potion. I do not want to use another resurrection scroll, so I might as well use her as a tank for now. Even more of them are coming. One more round and then we can crowd control him again. For now. Let's try to kill the other guy as soon as possible. So there's one more dog down there. A bit of an annoyance. No, two even. Just realized that. So, yeah. First guy. Let's chicken him. And the second guy is going to be teleported away. So might as well continue to flail on the first guy. He's almost dead. There we go. Downed him. So let's use our last arrow for this combat. I wouldn't want to use another one. Poisons is just such a strong status. Good, so this guy is immediately dropped and is trying to run back. We're only having melee characters left over now. So I think the crux of the combat is over. In hindsight, I probably should have used more crowd control. It was just enormous, the sheer amount of damage. Having 4 archers with 2 shots means that you're almost ensured to lose one of your characters. This is the point where I wish we would have a fast forward button, because the 3 guys are not going to be much of a challenge. Oh, nice. She even killed the other one with Executioner. The damage of the archer is insane. If you have a high ground position, it's just so good. So, one lonely guard is trying to take up the fight with us. We do have this nice little position up here. I really like it. Alright, here we go. A couple more shots. Soon this guy is going to shield up again. That's the really annoying part about these guys. The shielding up ability. That's the reason if you're ever in that fight, even with a lower number, like, don't bother to fight them. Instead, just teleport them away. They hit for 12 to 16 in this difficulty mode, and the archer hits for at least twice as much. So it's kind of a no-brainer. So many totems. I think he's going to fall now. Yep, almost. Whew! Such a close fight. There was a moment in time where I doubted my decision to go here. If the fight would have gone even worse, I would have withdrawn into this chamber here and closed the door probably. Yeah, most likely. So, we destroyed, I think, about half a dozen potions. Specifically on Sibyl, because she had to drink a lot of them. So let's see if if the loot was worth our time. Certainly not from a fucking necromantic vendor. She was a bitch. She was hitting us twice and killing us. Yeah, so we already had the keys. That's really nothing new. But this air wand here looks nice. Let's give it a try and see. She currently has a worse wand, so might as well do that. And by the way, before I'm forgetting it, I don't want to forget that again. I said it twice, and I wanted to use the ooze barrel. Oh, wait a second. Never mind. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I definitely want to use that. Would have been some extra damage. I don't think that it would have changed anything like significantly, but still. Good. So next up, I think also there was a little bit of this skill mistake. I don't know. It's arguably I really wanted to have Hail Strike, so that sucked not having it. From a loot perspective, one okayish wand, couple of crafting items, a little bit of gold. Like I would have expected a little bit more. Poisonous flask. It's all fine and good. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Now we're talking. And wow. There we go. So that's a one-handed axe, not bad. One strength is good. Not sure. Well, there can be arguments made either way. I mean, the two-handed weapon is just a tiny bit better, but we do not have a shield. So might as well use that for now. And be happy with the shield up ability. Plus, don't forget, if we have a new weapon, again combined with ooze barrel, there we go. So that's good, Butcher's Blade. But that was only one part of the loot. The other part was this kick-ass bow. Which is not as kick-ass if you think about it. No, not at all. The one that we have equipped is much better. Good, we diminished a couple of our arrows, so let's do some crafting real quick, and we'll do that in the next episode. I'll stop the video here and we do another one.